There is something happening to your dog right now, today, that most owners don't notice until it's too late. Not a sudden illness, not an accident. Something quieter, something building slowly in the background while you kept assuming there was more time. Your dog is aging, and not gradually, the way we imagine it. What feels like a normal Tuesday to you is a week of biological time for them. What feels like a good year is, for your dog, closer to 7. Aging in dogs doesn't announce itself. It arrives in small things, a behavior that shifted, a habit that changed. A look in their eyes that was different, and you noticed it, but told yourself it was nothing. It wasn't nothing. Welcome. Subscribe now, because what we're covering today could genuinely change the quality and the length of your dog's life. These are 8 signs your dog is aging faster than you think. Not the obvious ones, the quiet ones, the ones most owners miss entirely. Let's begin. Sign 1. They hesitate before jumping. You've seen it. Your dog walks up to the couch, the bed, the back seat of the car, and they stop. They stand at the edge, shift their weight, and then either jump with visible effort or turn away entirely. You probably thought they were being lazy. They weren't. That hesitation is one of the earliest signs of joint deterioration. What your dog is doing in that pause is running a pain calculation, assessing whether the jump is worth the discomfort. Canine cartilage begins breaking down as early as age 5 in larger breeds. This is called osteoarthritis, and it affects 80% of dogs over 8. But dogs are wired to hide pain. A dog that shows weakness becomes a target. So they don't yelp, they don't limp, they hesitate. That pause is your dog telling you something hurts, in the only language available to an animal that has spent thousands of years learning not to show vulnerability. Place a ramp beside the bed or couch. If they adopt it immediately, that tells you everything. Add glucosamine and chondroitin supplements, clinically shown to slow cartilage breakdown. Don't wait for a limp. The hesitation is the message. Sign 2. They sleep more, but rest less. Most people see this as their dog simply becoming calmer with age. But there is a difference between a dog who sleeps more because they are content and a dog who sleeps more because their body is working harder just to maintain itself. A young dog in deep sleep looks completely abandoned, limbs loose, breathing slow, dreaming. An aging dog sleeps longer, but surfaces more frequently. They shift positions, reposition their joints, sigh in a way that sounds almost like resignation. As dogs age, their sleep architecture shifts. Deep restorative sleep decreases. The nervous system becomes more reactive. And if joint pain is present, the body cannot fully release into the cycles where real restoration happens. A dog who sleeps 14 hours but never fully rests is not relaxed. They are tired. Those are not the same thing. Invest in a genuine orthopedic dog bed, memory foam, or high-density foam that distributes pressure away from joints. Place it away from drafts and cold floors. Watch whether your dog settles faster within a week. The quality of their rest right now is determining the quality of their remaining years. Sign 3. Their appetite changed, but their weight didn't. Your dog is still eating. Weight looks stable, so you assume everything is fine, but something changed. Maybe they used to finish their bowl in 40 seconds, and now they take their time. Maybe that barely contained joy at mealtime has quietly dialed itself down. You noticed it, you filed it under just getting older, and moved on. Don't. Changes in appetite enthusiasm are frequently the first indicator of dental disease, gastrointestinal slowdown, or early organ stress, particularly kidney and liver function. Here's what to watch specifically. Does your dog drop food while chewing? That points to dental pain. Do they walk away mid-meal? That points to nausea. Reduced enthusiasm with normal consumption points to declining smell sensitivity, and since dogs eat primarily through scent, food that smells less vivid excites them less. Ask your vet for a senior blood panel. In dogs over 7, this should happen annually. 80% of dogs over 3 have dental disease invisible to the naked eye. Stable weight does not mean stable health. Sign 4. They've become Velcro. Your dog has always loved you, but lately something is different. They follow more closely. They want to be pressed against you, not just near you. They find you the way they used to, only during thunderstorms. and your instinct is to find this sweet. Here's what's actually happening. As dogs age, their sensory world contracts, vision deteriorates, hearing dulls. The rich information they gathered from their environment becomes less reliable, and when the world becomes less readable, the one fixed point of safety, you, becomes more necessary. Behaviorists call this increased proximity seeking in senior dogs. It's not deeper love, though the love is real. It's increasing reliance. Some dogs develop canine cognitive dysfunction, functionally similar to early-stage dementia in humans. Increased clinginess is one of its earliest markers. Others include nighttime restlessness, staring at walls, getting stuck in corners, and confusion about familiar spaces. Don't pull back from this closeness. Your presence lowers their cortisol and regulates their nervous system. But mention this shift to your vet. There are supplements and medications that meaningfully slow cognitive decline. The earlier the intervention, the better the outcome. They're not just being clingy, they're telling you their world is getting smaller and you are what's left of it. Sign 5. Their eyes look different. Look at your dog's eyes right now, not a glance. Really look. Is there a slight cloudiness, a bluish-gray haze that wasn't there a year ago? This is called nuclear sclerosis, present in the majority of dogs over 8. The lens gradually hardens and becomes less transparent. Unlike cataracts, it doesn't typically cause significant vision loss, but it signals that aging inside your dog's body is well underway. An aging dog's eyes also lose their brightness expressively. That alertness, the way a young dog's gaze snaps to movement, dims, and when it dims, it's one of the most emotionally affecting things a dog owner experiences. There is something in the eyes of an aging dog that science can describe but not fully capture. A quality of knowing, of depth, of a being that has lived alongside you through years of ordinary days that were, in retrospect, anything but ordinary. At any sign of cloudiness, redness, or visual difficulty, bumping into furniture in low light, startling more easily, schedule an ophthalmic assessment. Some conditions are treatable. Knowing the difference early matters. Look at your dog's eyes more, not to check them, just to see them. Sign 6. They've stopped initiating play. This is the one. There was a time when your dog brought you the toy, dropped the ball at your feet, backed up, body low, eyes electric, invented games out of nothing, put a paw on your knee that said, "Play with me, right now." And then at some point you can't quite identify, that stopped. They still play when you started. But the initiation, that spontaneous, unprompted joy, has gone quiet. Most owners absorb this as their dog simply maturing. Stop accepting that. Dogs don't stop playing because they stop wanting to. They stop because the cost became too high. The joints ache after. The energy doesn't come back. 3 times of feeling worse afterward taught them to stop trying. Research consistently links reduced play initiation in aging dogs to undertreated background pain, not dramatic pain, the kind that never quite goes away. You initiate. Keep sessions short, 5 to 10 minutes, low impact, gentle tug, slow retrieves, scent games, and watch what happens to their eyes when you pick up that toy. That light comes back. Even now, even after everything, it comes back. Don't let them forget what joy feels like. They haven't forgotten. They just need you to remind them. Sign 7. Their bark has changed. This one is so specific that when owners hear it described, they immediately know exactly when it first happened and realize they never said anything about it to anyone. Your dog's bark is different, maybe hoarser, maybe it costs more effort, maybe the sharp, clear sound has become something rougher, less immediate. The larynx changes with age like every other tissue. In some larger breeds, a condition called laryngeal paralysis develops. Muscles controlling the larynx weaken and begin to fail. It begins with subtle voice changes long before breathing difficulties appear. If you notice increased breathing effort, exercise intolerance, or a honking sound, especially in Labradors, Golden Retrievers, or Bernese Mountain Dogs, see your vet immediately. Caught early, it's manageable. Left too late, it isn't. Your dog's voice is part of who they are. When it changes, listen harder, not less. Sign 8. They look at you differently. We saved this one for last. because it is the hardest to talk about and the most important to hear. There comes a time in the life of every genuinely loved dog when something shifts in the way they look at you. It is not a sad look, not a frightened look. It is something closer to the opposite of both. It is a look of complete settled certainty, a gaze that holds yours a moment longer than it used to, that doesn't break away to check the room. Researchers have documented a consistent increase in sustained affiliative gazing in aging dogs, prolonged calm eye contact toward their primary attachment figure, measurably increasing in the final months and years of a dog's life. It is not confusion. It is not cognitive decline. They are looking at you because you are what they want to look at, because the world has narrowed and clarified, and what remains in the center of it is you. Some owners describe this as the moment they truly understood what their dog was to them. Some say it's when they started crying for no reason they could explain. Some say it's the most loved they have ever felt. When your dog looks at you that way, do not look away. Hold it. Be there for it completely. Because what they are giving you is the rarest thing one living creature can offer another: their full attention, their complete trust, their whole heart, quietly, without condition. One more time. Your dog cannot tell you they are getting older. They cannot ask for help. All they can do is show you, in the hesitation before the jump, in the way they sleep, in the eyes that find yours across a quiet room and stay. You now know what to look for. Schedule the senior blood panel, add the joint supplement, put the ramp beside the bed. Start the play session even when they don't ask. And the next time your dog looks at you with that long, settled gaze, stop what you are doing and look back. They have given you everything they have, every single day, without keeping score. Give them this. Share this video with one person whose dog deserves this attention. Leave a comment. How old is your dog and which sign stopped you? Subscribe to this channel because they don't have forever, but right now they have you.